Jesus says in Matthew chapter 7, very familiar, "Judge not that you be not judged." This is judgment in a condemning context. "For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you." This is not saying that God will judge you according to how you judge other people, specifically, okay? If we are judgmental people in a sinful way, we are judged before God, and that sin is on the cross, and He's going to correct us and discipline us and get us straightened out. But this is not going to say, okay, well, if you were just really kind of critical with other people, when you're at the judgment seat of Christ, Jesus is going to be really critical with you. That's not what it's saying. It's saying a truth that has brought us to the place where we are in this country today. The President of the United States is not the reason for how polarized our country has become. He's simply a manifestation of it. It's been happening for years. And I don't care which end or in the middle of the spectrum you're in, it's something that's happened in the entertainment that people watch. You can watch reality shows, which you do know they're not real, right? Reality shows of every imaginable thing, from being on a remote desert island to being a rich wife in California to being I don't know what. I don't watch them, but I watch TV and I see these advertisements going, another one? Really? But they have a common thread, which is criticism and criticality and confrontation and fighting. And that's the part that comes up in the advertisements. They don't show the people sitting down and, man, I'm really glad to see you. Let's get a cup of coffee together. It's like, who did you do? Right? That's it. And it's in our political arena now that we're not talking about policy. We're not talking about the things that are going on. What they're talking about is which army is going to win. I don't care. I don't care which one wins. I want to see righteousness in what they do. But I don't know what they're going to do because they don't talk about that. They talk about getting the other one. And our guy's winning because everybody else is evil. And it's bizarre. And it is exactly what Jesus said in the Sermon on the Mount. Don't start judging others because it'll come right back at you in the same way. And that's what's happened. This thing started going down the hill, a little pebble, and now it's as big as a planet. And it's crushing some very important things in our society today. And the answer is not vote Democrat, vote Republican, vote independent, vote this, vote that, do anything else. The answer is Jesus Christ and a change of heart. And Paul calls us to start, to not wait for someone else. Jesus calls us to start. Jesus said, do unto others what you would have them do unto you. Not do unto others what they do unto you. Or do unto others once they do something nice to you. No, love is active. Love does something. Love takes the first step. And that's what we're called to. Within the church, within the world. That's the message of Jesus Christ. And that's the underlying message in what Paul's at. The individual stuff, you know what? The music that we play here in this church, there's some people who just can't worship Jesus to it. Well, you need to be somewhere where you can worship Jesus, and go where you can worship Jesus. If you're not growing in grace and knowledge of Jesus Christ, in any church, whatever church you're in the wrong church, right? You want to be there to grow. It isn't about the music. It's not that big a deal. It isn't about whether you smoke. It isn't about whether you drink. It's about whether you do all things unto Jesus Christ.